Well, hello YouTube, and very good evening to you. I haven't been doing any videos the last couple of days. I've been busy. I have a few days off now, but I have a room to paint inside. Keep the station manager happy, and then we'll get back out here and get cracking. So we've just been doing a little bit of work here. I'm just fiddling around with my camera here. That's it, yeah. So a little bit of work out here. This drawer was always a pain in the arse because you could only pull it out to about here, so you were losing all that space. So we have it sorted out now with all the stuff we use most common, and we made up this. So the whole lot goes in on the wheels now, and you just pull it in and out as you want it. And the place is nice and neat. I'm just after tidying it up-ish. I've a load of wood here. I have to go through it and grade it, and no doubt I'll have a load of stuff for the old man to burn in his stove. In other news, we finally got rid of the cement mixer, and that corner is just kind of temporarily like that now. We've a few changes to make. The next door neighbour, he got new gates. He has a side entrance to his house, and he has 2 gates. So he asked me did I want the old ones. So I chopped them up because I'm going to make a new side gate. So I have a load of box there, 1 inch and 2 inch box. And I made up a couple of brackets out of some of the 1 inch box to keep everything on. Able to recycle all the hinge, the hinge receptors and all of that, or whatever you want to call them. So at least we won't have to buy those. I want to do a gate at the side of the house that's 6 or 7 foot, and rather than the wooden one is there 14, 15 years, and it's red rotten now at this stage. So we've done a bit of tidying up, as I said, and labelling some stuff, and they're all empty crates, cases, and all that kind of carry on. And yeah, we're quite pleased with it. They're all mine up there. That's all my own stuff up on top there, and well, some of it. There are more. Just not in here. They're put away inside, up in the loft. Out here then, we picked up a load of this stuff from work, and it was being thrown out and slightly bent. And I sliced them up, and the first thing we done was we made this bench here for the bandsaw and the metal shear, so they can live there permanent like. And what I did was I just welded on some channel onto the ends here and roll bolted it to the walls. And on this end I just welded it to the rack I have there. And down this end then we made it a bit more organized. I'll put that toolbox there. We're going to start on the new toolbox shortly. I'm going to use some of this stuff to make the perimeter frame that goes around the bottom, because it will be able to carry the weight, and that's going to live there, but it will come down to about here. It's going to be it'll be 7 foot long, and it's going to have a pile of drawers more in it than what this has got. And I have all the runners for the drawers. These are all 100 kg rated drawer runners. Must have bought them 4 or 5 years ago. And same crack here. I just welded on a bit of channel onto the end, all bolted it, and we put on a couple of bits of steel this side and welded it on. And yeah, it's nice storage. I got my hands on seen a lad going to the bin and work the other day, and he had some insulation. So this is what will be happening here. There's 50 mil there, that's what that is, but I'd be going 70, 60 or 70, which is half of this here, to leave a 2-inch air gap, because it breathes there and it breathes out the back as well. So it should be nice and warm. And tidied up all my other stuff here, so we're quite happy. Next thing now is I want to get these engines here. I want to get these bagged up, and there's a load of painting under there. Will you zoom? Yes, come on, master zoom. All that will be coming out from under there. We'll get all this stuff bagged up, and a couple of heads there, and we get that stored in under there in bags that it won't get absolutely destroyed with sawdust and whatnot. You know, it's a working shed. I do other things in here. So what else? Damien is coming soon to do the subframe. I was talking to him the other day, just kind of imagining here how my seat is going to work. So there'll be a catch here. There'll be like a locating thing here for the front of the seat to lock in under there. So you'll have a little lever down here or something that you can just pull that, and it'll actuate a cable. You'll pop it up, and there will be a tray inside here, and the tray will contain all the electrics. And the battery I'm going to be using is one of these. It's going to be a Shido LTZ 8V. And that's the exact size of one of them, so I have to make up a battery box for that. And I have a feeling I talked about this stuff already, but however. So yeah, other than that now, it is coming along nicely. And I had to relocate that speaker there, and had a couple of brackets somewhere in the house, and I just put it in that. As I tell you, these things are a ton weight. They're fierce heavy. There's the board. We added another couple of bits to it there. And yeah, so quite pleased with myself. And the place is fairly tidy. Empty that bin. It's all full of offcuts of steel. And done a lot of cutting now, and I really have to recommend these discs to anybody that does this kind of messing. You get these in Screwfix. I think they're $7.99, and one disc will do a serious amount of cutting. And even when you take them off, it's not because they're worn out, it's because they're too small to really get in. So I keep these in case I'm doing anything where it's going to be a tight enough space I'm working in. Oh, I bought myself one of these here. Show you this. I've been after one of these for quite a long time, and it'll come in handy doing the subframe on the bike as well. It's a Rivnut tool. It's a pretty decent one. I got it in the local tool place out the road. It's quite substantial. I paid 70 euros for it. Yes, I could have bought one on Amazon for significantly less, but would it be as heavy and well made as that one? I highly doubt it. Plus the bloke where I'm in and out of that place the whole time, he said he'd look after me if anything ever happens it. And yeah, so that's pretty much the this yoke. This was being tossed out in work, so I brought it at home, and this is a Climax lifting platform, and I just have these few bits on it here. Some shelf brackets. They were all kind of rusty and that, so I just painted them. It's got a hydraulic ram on it here. It's in the lock position at the minute, but you jack it up here. Goes up pretty high. I'll just leave it there because I don't want the two things to fall down. It was thrown out because the little handle here that releases the fluid back out of the cylinder, was not working. And it works now. It's just a bit slow at the minute because there's not much weight on it. Push that now. See, they're locked then. So that's in its fixed position there. This thing will handle 300 kilos, and they're about 600 euros to buy. And it was tossed out because of the broken release mechanism. And a quick trip to the bicycle shop and a €4 brake cable from the bicycle shop, and I fixed it. So quite pleased with that. There was these little guard things around the wheels here, but I cut them off because they were digging into the ramp here. So I just sliced them off with the grinder. But I tell you, a great thing to have. I've used it so much, just as like a platform, working off it like that, welding on it, everything. It's fierce handy, delighted with it, and quite pleased to get it for nothing. Ins and outs of it. So I've a lot of stuff to get rid of as usual. That chair has to go down there in the corner. We'll take the wheels off it first. Always take the wheels off them. They're fierce handy for making dollies and stuff like that, for if you're wheeling stuff around in your shed. It's just a handy way of storing stuff, you know, and if you do need to move it to get something in behind it, you can just wheel it out of the way. And the job is good. You see the old Cobra 2K. Minus its front at the moment. The front is up there somewhere. And we'll get back on that shortly. And we have another 3900 here for a 3900 here for Billy, to do that one and get that done and out of the way. And in process as well, I have it put away there at the moment, is Craig Wonacott's I'm building him number 2 of 2, the Super Snake 148 GTLDX with the frequency counter instead of the channel readout. Long time going on, bit of a story to it, blew up a couple of counters through my own stupidity, and it's hard to get counters now, but we have another one got, so it's just a matter of getting the counter in, and I've pretty much everything else done. So other than that, not much else to report, and I hope everybody had a good weekend. And I suppose 38 lower is absolutely hopping. The original Super Snake. This radio quite a long time. I have this radio since 2012. That's the second longest radio I have in my possession. The Jumbo is there somewhere. I have that longer. That about 16 or 17 years. I must actually put that Jumbo back together. It's absolutely full of dust up there at the moment. But yeah, so it's nice to have the place tidy. And the woman next door does be laughing at me. She says I'm the only man she ever seen in her life that hoovers his shed. But you have to, because like I was in there cutting all day today, cutting steel and welding, and that whole floor, the middle of that floor was black with grinding dust and whatnot. So the hoover is the quickest way to the old Dyson there. Great joke, absolutely swear by it. and just take the filters out of it altogether. And like that one is years out here, and actually have a spare one up in the attic because I brought home 2 the same day out of the recycling centre, and same fault with the 2 of them, the filters were blocked. So my idiot tried to hoover up ashes out of fire with that one, and I forget what was in the other one, sawdust or something like that. But if you take the filters out of them, they're ideal for the shed. So the old place is looking well out there, and hopefully get it insulated soon, and have it done before the real cold weather kicks in. And yeah, so anyhow, I've been blathering on for far too long, so I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further along. Take care and all the best. Bye bye.